Hi, 5th of July 2017, and we're beginning to harvest fruit from the garden and from the allotment, and it's really exciting. It's so delicious to have your own fruit and not have to go to the supermarket and buy horrible, hard, underripe things that never ripen up properly. So I want to tell you about my two favourite fruit at the moment. One is jostaberries and the other is apricots. We have one apricot tree, which is a Tomcot. It's in the garden, and we have two jostaberry bushes which are on the allotment, and they're both producing like crazy this year. Jostaberry jam. Chris finished off the fruit cage. Editing's complete. Well, the jostaberries are ready to pick now. I picked 2 pounds this morning and now I'm making jam. I'm also stewing some apricots. The apricot tree's not on the allotment, and in the light of people having stuff nicked, it's probably a good idea that it's not, because the apricots look so beautiful, big golden globes, so tempting to pick. So the tree is in the back garden. It's been planted 4 years. I planted it in honour of my first grandchild being born, and her birthday is actually today. Happy birthday, granddaughter! And the apricots are, I don't know, they don't feel quite ripe, most of them. They've begun just the last couple of days to fall off. Is that ripe or not? It doesn't feel soft, you see. What I'm doing is picking up the windfalls. There's another one since I picked them up already this morning. And I'm cutting them up and making apricot compote. So that's the apricots I picked up last night and this morning. Quite a good haul. This is the first year that I've had so many apricots on that tree. Last year there was a handful. I don't know if it's the weather or if it's just that the tree's matured and maybe every year it's going to produce this many. Time will tell. But going on the experience of this tree, I would say definitely plant an apricot tree in your garden if you live in the southeast of England. The only problem is the blossoms come out quite early, so if you get early or late frosts, or frosty winds, and it's not sheltered, it might not set fruit. But we've had no trouble in our garden, and it's really quite exciting. 4.5 jars of jam. They're not the most beautiful of jars, they've got all the old labels on. It's nice to reuse jars, but the glue they use for labels nowadays just doesn't come off. My allotment neighbour said I could pick the currants off his bush because he doesn't do blackcurrants. So I went and had a look, but sadly they're a bit gone over. And these are the currants. You can see, a little bit shriveled, but you can see the difference between currants and jostaberries. So these are from one of our jostaberry bushes. There are lots left. I have to go back and pick some more tomorrow and make lots of jam. It makes super jam. I'd really recommend jostaberries as a berry crop. They're a cross between a blackcurrant and a gooseberry. They don't have thorns like a gooseberry, and they're much bigger than blackcurrants, so it's more satisfying to pick them. And they grow huge, so you can get pounds and pounds of jam from just 2 bushes. Though I have to say, these bushes, for the first few years of their life, they were small and weedy and miserable looking. They looked very much like sort of normal blackcurrant bushes. They were small and they got covered in caterpillars every year. And I worked out eventually, after I'd transplanted them, because to begin with I'd planted them in the garden next to the wall. But when I transplanted them to the allotment here, where they had a bit more space, they suddenly took off. So it's not always a good idea to plant things next to a wall. So that's it for now. See you later. Bye.